Right guys, in this tutorial I'm going to show you how to make this Halloween skull cake. So the first thing I'm going to do is take my round cake board and I'm going to start stacking up my round tiers. The size of your tiers depends how big you want the skull, and the amount of tiers you use again is the height of the skull you want. So I'm just sandwiching the tiers with some ganache just in the middle, because I'm going to carve away the left hand side and the right hand side like this to leave this V-shaped cake. Then using those offcuts to the side, I'm going to pad out the top of the head. Once that's done, I'm going to go about 2/3 of the way from the back and carve straight down at an angle to the front, so it slants forward towards the bottom. And then I'm going to go around the whole thing and just round it all out to get that nice skull shape. So deep ridges in at the back, and then I'm going to create this sort of jaw effect here just by cutting in a triangle on either side. To get my eye sockets, I'm going to find out where the middle of the cake is, and on either side of that, on the front towards the top, I'm going to cut out the eye sockets. I'm going to do the same with the nose, which is just basically a triangle and then a ridge in for the mouth. Not too deep, but just enough so that you can get the effect and we can build up with sugar paste afterwards. So after the cake is all ganached, I'm using the sugar paste and I'm just going to roll it all out just to the right size so that it'll fit all over the skull. And then I'm going to take some paper towels, scrunch them up, and I'm going to texture the whole thing. It's going to give a crackled, rough kind of texture, which is perfect for a skull. And I'm going to drape that right over. You've got a lot of working time with the sugar paste, which is perfect for this kind of thing, because now you want to spend all your time adding those skull-like details using your tools. So you want 2 deep ridges in for the eyes, shape that nose area with 2 balls at the bottom and then point up into a triangle. And then there's this sort of telephone effect I thought you use on either side of the eyes. Like an old telephone there, look. And that just brings out the ridges of those eyes on the outside. Let's just keep working away at it to do the sort of skull that you want to do, add in those lines. For the mouth, you're going to go right deep in with your fingers for the cheekbones or with a tool, and then go straight across or at a curve, however you want the mouth to be, with your Dresden tool, and then we're going to start to put in the teeth. So that's the centre there of the teeth. And what I'm using to get the teeth shapes is the end of a pen lid, actually, or a circle cutter would be perfect to get the bottoms and the tops of those teeth, and then just use your Dresden tool to divide the teeth up. Now I'm going to take my knife and just do a crack all the way across the back of the skull and right across the middle all the way to the other side. These are just added effects, and you can do as many as you like with this sort of thing. Then it's just about sharpening up the details before we move on to airbrushing. So for the airbrushing, I'm airbrushing first of all with a mixture of yellow and white matte. This is going to create this cream kind of colour. Don't go too heavy with this. And then I'm going to put some chocolate brown matte in my cup and start to deepen the colour by airbrushing in all the shadowed areas. So under all those ridges and in the eye sockets, and all around the ridges on the sides and around the back. Also all around the base close to the board. Now I've took the end of my airbrush off, so I've unscrewed the end and I'm just sprinkling some black to give this effect, and that's it guys. That's how you make this Halloween skull cake.